Good morning, what it do? Well, it looks like TikTok will be officially banned after the 19th if they don't sell it to a US owned company.
Fucking thing sucks!
I didn't know how I was going to present this video. I don't know if I wanted to present this as a farewell video because I do have a lot of people who follow me on TikTok, on Instagram, and some of you follow me on YouTube, which is the William Green Experience, which I appreciate. I guess what I'll do is I'll tell you how I discovered TikTok. I discovered TikTok from my best friend's two twin cousins. At the time, they was about 10 years old. And they was telling me about this TikTok. They was telling me what they were doing there. They tell me that, they would go in there and do dances and things like that. So at that time, that's what I knew that app to be for. So around, I'll say 2020, Gary V, he went on his platform and told people, well, he was suggesting people to use TikTok because how big it's become. All types of different people have been going on there creating content. It was not just dance. People were getting information on there. Also, at the time I was dating the ex that ultimately got me jammed up in 2021 for a DV situation.
Lying ass bitch.
Her baby father suggested I make a TikTok. And I'm like, you know what? At that time, he was the first one to tell me that, so I didn't really give a shit about what he had to tell me. But ultimately, I heard Gary V months later say the same thing. So I'm like, you know what? Two people already said it, so I may as well go in there and see what it's about now. 2020, I started making videos. At first, I was just, testing the waters. I didn't know exactly what to do. I really didn't understand the app, honestly speaking, until I started looking at different types of content creators would do. You have creators that talks about dating. You have some that talk about the news. You have some that talk about nostalgia. So I'm the type of person that likes to talk about everything because when I first started this content thing, which would have been 2013, I was just stuck in the niche of sports and wrestling. But I always like to talk about news, so primarily that's what I did in my podcast. But now on TikTok, people can see you. And also what I was doing reactionary content as well. In 2021, I started stitching videos that I'll see from creators and I'll give my thoughts on it. A lot of them will push back. But what really blew my videos up was, it was one time I was walking with my boy, and it was a altercation with a lot of teenagers here in the Bronx on East Tremont and Webster Avenue, and I captured it on video while I was waiting for the light. So hours later, I had my phone in my pocket for a few hours. I do my therapy session. After my therapy session, I come back on TikTok, and I see a bunch of comments, and I'm like, what the hell? So I'm like, damn, this video blew up. That was towards the end of 2021. Going into 2022, primarily I was still doing the same thing. I will see a video, randomly come to my FYP. If I feel interested enough to stitch the video and react to it, that's what I did. So for months I was doing this. And then I come into Bob Tamargo.
He's my bitch.
During that time, he would just be somebody that would appear in my FYP that I'll just scroll by because I didn't know what his content was really about. It didn't spike my interest, but then I kept on seeing his account appear in my FYP more, so I decided to take a look. And like most people who come to the conclusion, I came to the conclusion that he's a bullshit artist. So upon doing research on him, I discover Adam the No Nonsense. And that brought me into a community of people who cover this type of content, which is begging by way of manipulation and lies. The only reason why my face even exists in the anti-scam community is because of Frauds 911. Shouts out to you, because you the one that saw the video that I did addressing the fact that there's people who come on here to take advantage of people. And I said to myself, I'm gonna do my research on some of these people that I come across, because there are kids still that use this app. In fact, I work as a coach, and one of the first graders that I work with, she tells me that she uses TikTok. So I can only imagine what she might come across in that app. So, I hope her mother, I'm pretty sure she's monitoring the stuff that she may come across on there. But that goes to show that there's young people out here that still uses the app. So we need to see what kind of people that's on this app, because there's the light side, there's a dark side to the app. I'll forever be grateful for you doing that, because if it wasn't for you, nobody in this space would know who I am. I made friends that I'm still close to this day. They know who they are. There's a lot of them, but I don't want to leave anybody out. But y'all know who y'all are. And I lost some friends. But I'm always going to speak the truth. I'm always going to look at it from the middle ground and not just pick a side. If this app goes up in smoke after the 19th, to be honest, it wouldn't bother me. Too many fucking creeps and weirdos on this app. Shit outweighs the good on here. You got junkies on this app scamming money from people to support their habits. You got lazy people that don't want to work. You got people behind the scenes giving these people money just to piss the people who call it out. That's to piss them off. This shit is just weird. I'll be glad when this app is gone. I ain't gonna hold y'all, but y'all can subscribe to my YouTube channel. Now, I said that last Sunday because of the space that I've been in on TikTok. Because, like I said, there's a lot of different spaces. But I can only speak from my ride, my experience on this app. And I'm gonna say, it wasn't all bad. TikTok has given me my niche. All these years I've been trying to find a niche. And I've taken that niche that I found through making anti-scam content. I took them with me on my nostalgia ride. And a lot of them like it. They loved it. I was surprised because I didn't think that anybody would be interested in all those things but me. But it turns out that there's a lot of people that are interested in classic things. And also, TikTok has made me a better public speaker than I was before I started using it. Because like I said, prior to that, I was doing podcasts. And anybody who does podcasts that's strictly audio knows that you're not talking to anybody that's directly in front of you. You're talking into a microphone with maybe a monitor in front of you. So nobody's actually watching you. But when you do video, it feels different, because you get to see the comments that's right there as they watch your video. And if you turn that into live streaming, the same thing is going to happen. Because prior to, being on the internet, well, still to this day, I'm a shy person. I'm an introverted person. So it takes a lot for me to come out of my show. And TikTok has allowed me the opportunity to do that, which made me a great coach working with kids, because to do any type of public speaking, it's hard, especially if you're a socially awkward person. I'm a coach outside of TikTok. Prior to that, I was a parent, and before that, I was a counselor. As a coach, I organize games for the students at recess grades K through 5. So I have to oversee sometimes 3 classes with 26 students. Also staff members that's outside as well. So I have to address all of those students and the staff that's there. So if you don't normally do that, then it's going to be a challenge. But doing videos on TikTok has made me a better public speaker than I was before I started doing it. So I appreciate TikTok for giving me that ability. If this is the end of TikTok, then this is my appreciation video for anybody who liked, shared, engaged with me. I thank y'all. Because if it wasn't for y'all, I wouldn't come on here and keep on doing videos, because a lot of y'all tell me how much y'all enjoy my videos. Like, it's been fun. I'll read the comments. I appreciate the thank yous that I get for letting them know that there's bad people on here. That's why I do it. I don't do it for live gifts, even though I appreciate them, but I don't do it strictly for that. If that was the case, I would be on there doing it like every other day. But like I said, I'm a shy person, so you're not going to see me on a live. But if enough people want to see me, I'll do lives on YouTube if TikTok isn't around. But it looks like it's going to be banned in the US if they don't sell to a US company. So we'll see what happens. Again, I appreciate you watching. I will still be here up until the 19th, so keep on watching until then. Radio out.
You have saved our lives. We are eternally grateful.
Yeah, whatever.